Dan.
I think it's a great fight. I think Parker's got better boxing skills. So listen, it's a pick 'em kind of fight, but you know, Joseph Parker seems to be on a roll. Um, let's see. He's a big man, Zhang. He's a dangerous big fella as well. Um, I don't think Zhang's got age on his side, but he's definitely a good fighter. We've seen what he's done with Joyce twice. But styles make fights. It doesn't mean to say he's going to do that to Parker. So let's see. Again, that's a good fight to see.
Yeah, hey, you know what? I really, really like Parker. And when he was fighting Wilder, I thought, they're setting my boy up. They're setting my boy up for slaughter, man. And Parker went out there with a beautiful performance. Him and Andy Lee, whatever they did was great. Like they just got under his jab and under his right hand, and he couldn't do anything. But Zhang, man, Zhang looks dangerous. He's a beautiful boxer, southpaw, can bang with both hands. But he hasn't got feet. He's very, very slow. So if Joe can use his speed and get round him, keep him turning, he could do the job. But he's earning his money out there. That's all I'm saying. He's earning his money.
Parker, I've got no splinters. I've got no splinters. I'm going with Joseph Parker. I think the man's on a roll. I think his team's fantastic. They know how to get the best out of him. He's very, very disciplined. He's listening to him, and listen, Zhang's done a great job on Joe Joyce, but I still thought that it's a good fight. It is a really good fight, but I didn't have Zhang as like top heavyweight before that fight. So he's fighting a guy that stood right in front of him and was absolutely terrible and was there to be nailed. But does that warrant him to be ranked even higher than what I thought before? No, so I still see him as the exact same. And I think the Parker that we're getting now, I think beats him. I think Parker's going to beat Zhang. I really do. And I think it's going to be a good fight. And while he's in there, he can punch. We know he can punch. He's actually faster handed than what it looks, you know. But I still think Parker's fast enough. I still think Parker's got better feet, and I still think that Parker's disciplined enough and he's punching better now. And he's got more belief. I think this version of Parker beats him. So I'm not saying no offense, but again, it's another fight I can't wait for. It's a really good card, it really is.
Yeah, great fight. I'm buzzing. I'm really buzzing. I spoke to Joe the other day, funnily enough. He messaged me when the fight got announced and congratulated me and stuff, and I just said, mate, you've been smashing it. Like, I'm really, because he's such a genuine nice guy as well. It's great to see him on such a great run, doing really well, and I think he can do the job as well. With the form he's in, the momentum he has behind him, Andy Lee, the wizard behind him as well, I think he can do a lot.
Fucking Joseph Parker, man. I'm the biggest fan, honestly. Him and Andy Lee, that thing him and Andy Lee have got, that's what I want to find in my life. You know, if me and my trainer could end up like Joe Parker and Andy Lee, I'll be very happy, man. They've got something great going on, like take on all challenges, all comers, all times. He's improved as a fighter, he's mature, he does the right things, he lives the right life, sacrifices so much. He's got some beautiful little kids I see on his Instagram. No, I haven't got enough admiration for him. Saying that, he's got a really fucking tough night. Zhang is one of the hidden gems of the division. I told everyone this before the Joyce won, and Joyce 2 obviously when that came. So I think Joe Parker, the form he's in, gives anyone troubles. Tactically, I think he could get it right. I think it could be difficult for a night for him if his feet aren't working and he's in range. But he's got this good knack, like he did against Wilder. He's out of range for a long while, doing nothing, doing some feinting, and then he'd come in, land his shots and get off. I think he's got better feet than Zhang, so I can't call it yet. I'll have a look at both of them a little bit closer to the night, and I'll give you a decision then.
Do you know what? I love Joseph Parker. I really think he's having that Indian summer where he's been through some bad patches. He's took the lessons on board and he's still performing at the highest level. Little bit of a question mark on how he'll deal with a southpaw and that sort of those dimensions. And Zhang, you just really don't know how good he is until he sort of steps up and starts fighting those types of opponents. I'm going to go with Parker. I just think that he's sort of his wisdom and his wiseness and his ring craft will get him through it.
Yeah, man, like that's like, you know, I think, man, that's like, I hope Parker does it. I think like Zhang is a tough fighter, and but Parker's been, you know, world champion. He's been boxing a long time, so he's got the skills as well. So I think it's a very good fight, and I'll be tuning into that one definitely.
What do you think would be the key for Joseph Parker? We saw him deliver a brilliant performance against Deontay Wilder. What do you think he has to do against Zhang Zhilei?
Well, not do what I did.
Good fight. It's a great fight. It's hard to pick a winner because obviously Zhang is very durable, very tough, throws plenty of punches, dealt comfortably with Joyce. Joe Parker had a career best win last time out against Deontay Wilder. You'd say that, you know, Parker's been in with the best in the world. Zhang probably hasn't. You know, I think Zhang's best win is was not Joseph Parker, what's his name? Joyce. And if you look at Parker's resume, he's boxed all the top guys and done well against them. You know, he's been in with AJ. He beat Andy Ruiz, who was world champion. He beat Deontay Wilder, who was world champion. So, you know, he's beat two previous world champions, and Zhang hasn't. And, you know, experience plays a big part in boxing, especially at the top level. So I think it's an interesting fight. I can imagine Parker outboxing him. But whether he'll weather the storm with Zhang, we'll see. There's only one way to find out.
Going Joe. Going Joe all day long. I think, you know, much has been made of Zhang because of the Hrgovic performance, where people forget that Hrgovic was coming off a 12-month break from the ring. People look at the Joyce fight, but that style for Joyce is all wrong as well. And I just think that Andy Lee, great trainer. I just think they're gonna work that man out. He's quite. I mean, it's in the nicest way because he does it very well one-dimensionally, but he's quite one-dimensional. Zhang, so he's a machine. He comes forward. But then, you know, Andy Lee's crafty fella, and a great trainer. And Joe's got a great boxing mind. Yeah, I actually think it's going to be quite one-sided.
Yeah, now. I don't know. I can't even. I don't know yet. I don't know.
Pull them splinters out, Viddal.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That one, I don't know. I just have to, I'm being so genuine. I don't know yet. I don't know.
我感觉我各个方面都比他强，因为我的整体实力都比他强，所以说我们就拭目以待3月8号的比赛。
Oh, I'll put my word here. I feel like I'm a better fighter all around when it comes to all the boxing aspect. But we will see March 8th.
我还是那句话，我不希望我把比赛结果交给裁判，我会把结果牢牢地控制在自己手中。
Well, like I said, I'm not going to give it to the judges.